What's up, guys? The shuffling of the deck continues. As I said yesterday, and many said yesterday, Max Stassi would be traded. We found a trade partner, a familiar trade partner this offseason thus far. We've traded Max Stassi to the Chicago White Sox for a player to be named later. And let me try to explain the money part of this. It basically all stems from the Jarred Kelenic deal, because Marco Gonzalez was owed $12 million coming off an injury, a nerve injury, so he wasn't going to be part of the plans. So trying to get him off the books, we did that with the trade with the Pirates. Obviously, we did send some cash to help combat that a little bit. The Mariners sent us $4.5 million that will be able to be used in August 1st, excuse me, around the trade deadline. And then Evan White, $7 million. We had to take the $7 million of the Stassi contract to even out the Evan White, because he's making $7 million this year, and a lot more that the Angels will take on. And we got David Fletcher out of that, but given that we already have Sean Murphy and Travis d'Arnaud in the fold, there's no real need for a third catcher, and it's fair to give Max Stassi a place to legitimately get to play, and we were able to flip him there. Obviously, you have to pay a little bit. The acquiring team isn't going to take on the entirety of the contract. They will take on the majority of it, so you get a lot of this, roughly $29 million, if you don't, not the Jarred Kelenic portion, because obviously we're keeping Kelenic and we're keeping Fletcher. But to be able to get a quality guy in Kelenic that of 5 years of control, you have to take on bad contracts, and the ability to flip bad contracts to open up roster spots, open up flexibility. Yes, you're still going to have to eat a little bit of that bad contract for that player to be attractive for another team to take that said player under the bad contract. But it's a different way to do business, and it's a very, very sharp way to do business. Although I can see why if you're not fully in tune, it could be confusing. But that's just the reality. The Braves really wanted Kelenic, and they were willing to take on the bad contract of Gonzalez and White to get that done, and then to be able to flip it and get a quality utility infielder and utility player overall in Fletcher, and get rid of White's contract as well, while giving those players a legit shot to help the acquiring teams, the Pirates and the White Sox, get victories. It's a fair process. It's a lot to digest, but I hope I explained that a little better. But that's the reason, and I think we're all hoping that it results in a big ticket or a really bigger name starting pitcher, given not necessarily the 2024 this year's starting rotation, but Max Fried's pending free agency, and just Charlie Morton being 40 even this year, and Max's injuries. It would be nice to not only have quality depth moving forward past this year, but definitely depth this year as well. So it's very very much multi-layered plan, but I think it ultimately results in starting pitching somewhere, somehow, and that is the 7th trade that Alex Anthopoulos has made this offseason. But I wanted to come on here and talk a little bit about the money and how that's working, because there seems to be a little bit more confusion. So I hope I cleared that up. You can always comment down below if you have any other questions. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Helps out a lot. Thanks, guys, and as always, go Braves, champions forever.